What are we working on today? We are making the post for my wife's little, I guess you could call it a she shed. Well, we got some logs, some pine logs, and sorry about the mower in the background. Neighbors are out doing work too, but we are making the post for my wife's little, I guess you could call it a she shed. Anyways, it's our little garden lean-to that we're gonna put our rain barrels on, and in order to make use of what we have, I wanted to use old pine logs as the support. But I wanted to make sure they didn't rot. So what am I doing? First, I stripped all the bark off of them, because that's where the bugs like to sit in between the bark and the trunk, and they like to eat. And then I've got a torch that we got from Tractor Supply. You can find them online all over the place, and it just hooks up to a propane tank. And I am burning the bottom 2 foot or so of the logs. And what that'll do, the Japanese have a similar method, and I'll probably butcher how you pronounce it, but it's shao-sugi-ban. You basically burn wood, and what that does is it's a number of things. It makes it more water resistant. Bugs, for some reason, don't like the smell of burnt wood, and they don't want to eat it when it's burnt. So it protects against bugs, and it actually makes the wood more durable. So the section that's going down into the ground, I'm burning with this torch, and then I'm actually going to take boiled linseed oil and coat the rest of the log, and hopefully that'll give us some life out of these logs. So I'm gonna get to torching. Hi. We're putting in the post for the she shed. Sally sold seashells by the she shed. She said.
She did.
Well, we are putting the posts in the ground. We have dug holes. Mark and I got the big posts in last night, and we're using a method I like to use instead of concrete. Probably a lot of people that are going to think this is the craziest, most ridiculous idea ever, and that's okay. You're allowed to think that. What we're doing is we're digging a hole about 1.5 to 2 foot deep. We have, as you saw earlier, torched the bottom of the post to protect against bugs and moisture and rot, and it makes them more sturdy. We are putting them in the ground, and we are doing this 10 foot by 10 foot, and I've got pressure. Gaines did it. He doesn't need our help.
I told him he could do it himself.
He did it.
Good job, Gaines.
Papa and I ran to get these pressure treated 2x6s, and we built the frame. It's just screwed together, kind of almost like tacked together the frame to make sure we know where to put the post, so that when we shoot the lag bolts in, we'll make sure the boards snug up nicely to them. So we're digging the holes, and this is kind of the thing y'all might think is crazy. I like to make a little homemade concrete mixture that's not exactly concrete. It's going to hold these posts fairly well, especially since this is just a lean-to. And what I do is I dig the hole, and then I take a mixture of dirt, and we have an abundance of little pieces of gravel and rock, and we just layer it in, pack it down, move the post in as we're going, and then I put water on it, and it hardens, and it actually will over time harden up. Now, once we attach the frame to this, screw everything together, put the lag bolts in, it's going to be pretty solid and pretty sturdy, and I'm not too worried about it going anywhere. That trunk alone weighs about 300 pounds, and so it's staying put where it's at. The beauty is, if we ever do want to pull it out or move it, it's not the most difficult thing in the world to move. So
He don't got it.
he doesn't have it. We should probably go help Gaines.
Okay.
Well, The day is done. We have got the post in the ground and we have finished up the work here of putting the post in and the frame in. We lined the boards up and put a level on them as we put them in, so this is all level. We actually put this together to know exactly where to put our posts to get them to line up and hit just right. And then we put a lag bolt and some wood screws in, and the roof is gonna go slant back this way, and we'll use some corrugated metal and chop off the tops. Oh me, so I'm running out of light. We're gonna finish up. We're gonna end up putting a deck on it. We'll show you some more of that process. Nicole is very excited about this, and I am too.
Hey Malachi, what are you doing?
Are they slotted?
We're making.
I got the star. I got the square
We're making
bit.
your shed.
Making a shed. My shed?
Yeah.
My shed, huh? What's the goal today?
Build the thing, get it floored and roofed.
Floored and roofed. Oh, you bought the sheet metal for it too?
That's why we spent money.
Okay. There's the boards. 2x4 sheet metal for the roof. Ryan's got his truck set up as his shop here. Well, this technically is Papa's truck, sorry. This one is Ryan's truck. Papa's, Ryan's. Anyway, they're working hard.
Just a quick update. We have the floor in. Now originally our 2x4 deck was going to go a long way this way. That was the plan. And so we had these cross supports here, and that was all we were going to do. But in our planning and our thinking ahead, what we did not think about is that when we made these, we put the whole 10-foot long section going this way, and then we put the cap on the end. So what that did is added an extra 1.5 inches on each end, so an extra 3 inches total. So now our 10-foot long 2x4s are too short to go this span. That's okay, because there is another solution, and what wasn't ideal actually is gonna probably actually give us some more strength and support. So instead of running them long ways this way, what we did, we put these whole 2x6s in here, and then we just added some supports going this way, the 2x6s. And now we're gonna run the deck 2x4 10-foot long boards this way across the top. There's Papa. Papa said that was wrong, but wait, no, that was right. We're actually going to tack a couple of 4x4s here in the center just to give it a little extra strength. We are going to grab a bite to eat and come back and finish putting the floor down. All right. Fast forward a few hours later, and the deck is officially on this bad boy. We just took our 2x4s, laid them down, we trimmed this edge, and then we trimmed around the tree. We used 3-inch wood screws, deck screws, made a line there and a line there down our support board that I showed y'all. And I'll probably go back and clean this up, put something in there to hide that. We'll see what the wife thinks. Trimmed around the big tree. This is the big boy. Let's see how Papa's feeling.
Tired. You worked me too hard.
We worked him too hard. He said he's tired.
Next step is putting the lid on it.
Yep, I think first thing in the morning, we're gonna get to putting the roof on. We got all our materials to do that. I'm really excited to see how it looks after that. doing it. We've got the frame of the roof up. We've lagged it in. Everything is level and on an angle. And we're gonna put some supports in here. We've got some cool corner pieces that'll give that strength as well. We're gonna put one more middle support in, and then we're gonna be ready to put the metal on this thing.
I haven't been on the camera much. I've been doing a lot of videoing of this she shed, but I am so excited about it. It's gonna be perfect to have a little area where I can put all of our gardening stuff. You know, the vision of it is to have like a kitchen in the back, not a kitchen, but like a sink, and then like an area that we can repot and replant things. And we'll have rain barrels in the back to collect rain, and we possibly could tap the water that's down here in as well to the sink, and then have some watering systems that go out from the she shed to the garden. It also doubles as a mini stage, so we can have some sweet concerts here on the homestead. So we're super excited.
Roof is in place. Hey! Roof is screwed down with our self-tapping screws. I've got the coating and the rubber. We got it up. On this end, it was a slightly wider, so we had to do a little finagling there, but overall, very pleased with how this has come together. What you think, Papa?
I'm tired.
Papa's officially wore out.
I think it's wonderful. The she shed.
The she shed. Sally sells she shed.
No, it's Nicole's she shed.
Nicole she shed. Established 2023. That's right. It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
It's
We
done.
are finished. It looks so good.
Look at it. Look at it.
Now we just got to deck it out.
Yes, this is the before decked out, but this is just like as is perfect. It's a great little space.
It's nice. You can sit up here in the shade.
And then when it's raining,
And you get a view of this
Of our woods.
amazing foliage.
Of our woods.
And if
And
you look to the
also-
right, you get the homestead area, which needs to be watered.
the lake there. And also, if you don't have enough time
And the
to get to your house.
chickens.
And also,
garden.
and also, if you don't have enough
And
time
two
to
boys
get to
laying.
Your shelf, and also, if you don't have time to get to your home before it starts pouring rain, and you're back here, and this is a perfect spot for shelter.
Perfect spot. Perfect spot. You just sit out and look across the front yard.
And you can look at the trains.
Listen to the trains. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.